Follow my Instagram, code.manxx. Code.manxx, man. Follow my Instagram, y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting, man. First of all, y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that share button, y'all subscribe to the channel, and also too, man, donate. Don't hate, guys. All right, get the hate out your blood, man, and start supporting. And when you start supporting genuinely, then the universe will start supporting you. Other people start supporting you. All right, guys. So we back at it. 7 signs you hate yourself, guys. We finna get into it, man. A lot of y'all don't know, y'all may be struggling with self-hate, man. You gotta get it up out of you. You know what I'm saying? That's through God. The only way is through God, right? That's the only way that you can get rid of that self hate, man. Give yourself to God so He can so God's spirit can work His energy in your life. So you can love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what God is about. God's about love. Now, self-hate, that's acclimated to the devil. That's acclimated to the demons, the fallen angels, demonic spirits. So they keep you at that low frequency of self-hate. All right, guys? So it all works in symbiotic connection. All right, guys? Number one, you neglect your self-care. Guys, this is a sign that you hate yourself, guys. When you neglect your own self-care, like you stop taking baths, you stop like like fixing up yourself. You stop like buying like new clothes. That like you stop. What I mean by this by buying new clothes is like you see some every now and then, and you don't buy it, even though you really want it, but you don't buy it because you don't feel like you deserve it, right? That's self hate. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like you deserve those new clothes. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, self hate. You don't cut your hair. None of that type of stuff, or you don't fix up your hair. You know what I'm saying? When you start neglecting yourself, man, I'm trying to tell you, like guys, I cut my own hair. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to the barber or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Not just promoting barbers or anything like that, but I cut my own hair and edge my own stuff and do all that type of stuff. All right, guys. But that's self love, right? That's just an example. But when it comes down to you neglecting your self care, you don't brush your teeth, right? You don't get in between your teeth. You don't floss. You don't do none of that. You stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? You don't brush your tongue. You don't change your pillowcases. Uh, you keep wearing the same boxers every day, right? You just don't care, man. You just let yourself go. That's self-hate, guys. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep yourself up, man. You got to keep your appearance up. You got to keep yourself cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Have yourself looking manageable, man. You gotta show yourself that you worth something. You know what I'm saying? But when you neglect your self-care, and that's mental. When you neglect yourself mentally and spiritually, you're going to neglect yourself financially too, and also to neglect yourself in this realm, right? When it come down to your accessories and what you get and stuff like that, you're not gonna care about yourself, all right, guys? But this is a sign of self-hate, guys. Don't do yourself like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Start, keeping yourself up. Keep your hygiene up. You don't put on no cologne. You know what I'm saying? You don't put on no body spray. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing none of that type of stuff. That's all self-hate. Now, I can see if you cannot afford that. Now, that's something that's very, very different, guys. That's not self-hate. It's just you just going through something, right? You trying to get yourself on your feet. I understand that. But for you that can't afford it, come on now. You got to keep yourself up. You got to clean up your room. Your room is your temple, man. You know what I'm saying? Your room is your kingdom. How your room looking, it can tell a lot about, yourself. You know what I'm saying? How your room looking, how you just allow everything to just pile up. You don't wash your clothes, you don't do none of this type of stuff. Man, you gotta get yourself right, man. You gotta have a strategy. You know what I'm saying? You can't live like this, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like every day, you gotta have everything premeditated. So before you enter the next day, already have your mind up set for the next day. What you gonna do? I don't care if you go into the store to get water. Know what time you gonna do it and do it that specific time. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have to write it down, even if you have to put yourself on a timer. Like guys, I be putting myself on this timer, guys. You know what I'm saying? I have an alarm, not a timer. Excuse me. I have an alarm. I get up early. Like tomorrow gonna be my day off. I'm gonna get up around like 6 or 7. Ready to do more videos. Not just me. just me, guys. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep yourself up, man. All right. Another sign of self-hate, guys. You put on a facade for others, guys. When you put on a facade for others, you not being yourself. And a lot of dudes, they do this. You know, every dude nowadays, they claiming that they're a street dude, or I'm a street dude, and all this type of stuff. When you know you're not a street dude. Like, I'm not a street dude. I don't have, that doesn't mean I'm not a man. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that I ain't been through nothing either. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people, they think carnal-minded, man. A lot of people, they think inside the box. But when you put on a facade, you try to play like you this tough guy, or you try to play like you the baddest, be in the room. You know, I ain't gonna say the word, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I want this video to, you know, be clean. You know what I'm saying? You try to act like you the baddest in the room, but really you not. Or you try to act like you can, you know what I'm saying? You can throw them hands, right? But you really can't throw them hands. You know what I'm saying? Or you try to act like, you know, you better than other people when really you're not better than other people. Or you try to act like you know so much when you don't know so much. You're putting on a facade in front of others. That's a sign of self-hate. You know what I'm saying? You're not being yourself. Be yourself at all times, man. I learned, you know, down through the years to be myself. I don't care where I go. I don't care who doesn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I be myself. You know what I'm saying? Because when you put on a facade in front of other people, people can feel that you're insecure. People can feel like that's not really him. That's not really her. You know what I'm saying? Because energy, it don't lie. You know, people can detect energy. People can detect when you faking. Chosen, what's up, man? We gotta remember we are already victorious in Christ. That's facts, man. Facts. Right? So you guys gotta understand that, man. When it comes down to putting on this facade, man, that's fake, man. You being fake. And people, they gonna call you out. They gonna call you out when you being fake. Certain people would, like for example, I had a spirit of discernment. I could tell somebody being fake. They're not being themselves. They're not being real. They just putting on a facade. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know who they are. You lost. And that comes with self-hate. You know what I'm saying? You be everything but yourself when you have self-hate in you. No, a lot of people, they don't understand this. A lot of people, they don't get this. They don't think this is true. This is facts. When you don't know who you are, you know what I'm saying? You lose the high vibration. When you don't know yourself, how you gonna know God if you don't know yourself? How you gonna get a connection with God if you don't know yourself? If you ain't yourself, how you gonna get a connection with God? That doesn't work in symbiotic connection. You know, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So you guys gotta understand that that's acclimated to the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? The devil got you being influenced by other people. Some of these kids out here being influenced by these rappers to act like these rappers. You're not being yourself. That's self-hate. You gotta be yourself, all right, man? But when you put on a facade, a lot of times it comes from the ego. When you put on this facade, you're gonna get exposed, man. You're gonna get exposed when you're not being yourself. A lot of y'all don't believe that. But real people, they gonna expose you, right? All right. Number 3, last sign, you hate yourself. You afraid to dream big. You know, this is another sign of self-hate, guys. You afraid to dream big because, you know, maybe you read the Bible and it says that, you know, it talk about the rich man, you know, he won't make it into heaven. You know, I'm gonna say it's hard for him to make it into heaven. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So you thinking that, oh, I'm not from the dream big because I don't know I'm from to make it to heaven. That's fear. That's fear. It's rich people that was in the Bible that went to heaven. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You could be rich and go to heaven. You just got to make sure you put God first. But when you afraid to dream big, you know what I'm saying? Because you heard that the love of money is the root of all evil. So you afraid to dream big. You know what I'm saying? That's self-hate. You know what I'm saying? As long as you put God first, level up. Go for what you want to go for, man. Don't let no religion, don't let nobody hold you back from dreaming big. You know what I'm saying? God wants you to dream big. God say you more than a conqueror. God say he hold no good thing from you. He wants you to prosper. You know, if you believe that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, that means that you got power to achieve what you want to achieve. For example, he wants a life more abundantly for us. The facts, chosen. Exactly. Yeah. He wants life more abundantly for us, guys. You guys got to understand that. Up top, what's up, man? What's up, 22? You know what I'm saying? So you guys gotta understand that, man. Don't be afraid to go for your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, see, it's a lot of people that go to church, they're afraid to go for their goals because they heard the love of money is the root of all evil. But if you put God first, you good. Or they heard that, you know, rich man, it's gonna be hard for a rich person to get into heaven and all this type of stuff. Nah, if you put God first, you can still get into heaven. This is all fear, guys. That's all fear based. That's fear monger. As long as you put God first, man, go for your dreams. See, a lot of people in the church, they settle for low income. They don't go for their dreams. They don't step outside their comfort zone. They just work a low income job and go to church. Man, come on, man. Nah. You know what I'm saying? God said he'll run our cup over. God wants us to have a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? But we got to take opportunities. See, a lot of people that's religious, you know, and that go to church and all that type of stuff, like, I'm not religious. You know, I just believe in God. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I don't believe in these religions. I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Because God is no religion. You know, God is no religion. God is a spirit. All right? But you got to go for where you're trying to go, man. You got to get the way you're trying to go. Because, too, the poor man can go to hell, too. I hope y'all know that. Because the poor man mad and miserable. You know what I'm saying? Because he's stressing about paying rent. He's stressing about this and that. He's mad and angry, upset when he get old because he realized that he didn't take the opportunity that God put in front of him. God said he'll open a door that no man can close, guys. I'm trying to tell you, he'll open doors for you. You got to go for it, man. Stop playing games. But when you dreaming small, man, you're afraid to dream big. That's fear monger, sign of self-hate. All right, guys? Number 4, you tear yourself down. God, you tear yourself down. This is a big sign of self-hate, guys. You know what I'm saying? Pick yourself up. Though a lot of y'all be too hard on yourself. Sometimes I'm hard on myself. But I'm not hard on myself as far as like tearing myself down. No, I'm not hard on myself as far as like, man, I need to do more. I just need to do more. That's just how I am, you know what I'm saying? And I have ADHD. You know, when and if you put being hard on yourself like that and have ADHD, man, people that have ADHD, they work hard. A lot of people that have ADHD, they become very, very successful. Because they don't play no games, bro. We work hard. Us people that got ADHD, we working hard, y'all. Alright, so don't don't put yourself down because you got ADHD. It's a good thing, man. It could be a good thing that's got ADHD. Or a bad thing. Depending on how you use the energy. But guys, man, stop putting yourself down. Don't allow people to put you down. You know, it's going to be people that's going to try to scandalize your name, bring you down. They want you to feel low. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you, showing discord, all this type of stuff. Man, leave these people, man, ignore these people. The Bible says just the devil, he'll flee. See, the devil can be in your mind too if you have an idle mind. This is why you got to keep yourself busy and have goals, man. You got to always grow. Life is a growing process. It's not about being stagnant. See, a lot of people, they'll grow a little bit. They'll get a job, and then that's it. But they want more money. Man, go for something else. Go for a better job. Go for a better career. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But this is something self-hate. When you put yourself down, you think you can't do it. Or you quit. You just give up on it. Don't give up, man. Don't quit. Don't quit, man. You know what I'm saying? God got something for you. God got something in store for you. You gotta walk by faith and not by sight. See, a lot of y'all walking by sight. Y'all want money to come when you want it to come. Y'all want it to, no, it ain't gonna come like that. When it's acclimated to the Most High. See, when it's acclimated to the devil, see, the money, it'll come fast, but it ain't gonna last. You know what I'm saying? This is where y'all get it mixed up at, man. All right, guys? Number 5, another sign of you hate yourself. You don't let yourself be happy. This is another sign of self-hate, guys. And what I mean by this, guys, is when you don't let yourself be happy, is you don't have balance in your life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, even people that's doctors, lawyers, nurses, engineers, right? It's a lot of them not happy because they don't have no balance in their life. You gotta have balance in your life. You work at 12-hour shifts, and then that's all you do is work 12-hour shifts, come home and sleep. That's all you do. Man, you gotta go out and travel. You know, take some days off of work. Take a week off of work or something. Do something. Do something different. Life, it ain't all about just working. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some balance in your life because when you don't have no balance in your life, you really don't have no happiness. You really don't have no peace. You know what I'm saying? You might not even have no growth when you ain't even got no balance in your life. Because we are creatures of habit. You know, you could become attached to something that's not even allowing you to grow, but you just attached to it. Matter of fact, it's bringing you down. You know, this is a sign of self-hate, guys. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let yourself be happy, man. Do things different. Do different things. The reason why a lot of y'all not happy because y'all not stepping out of y'all comfort zone. That's just the truth, guys. A lot of y'all keep doing the same old routines, but you want to do something different, but you got a lot of fear in you. You got a lot of self-hate in you. Oh, my bad, y'all. I done knocked down my... Got a lot of self-hate in you, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to bring you down. All right, guys? It's not going to lift you up. It's going to bring you down. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, you need balance in your life, man. Like I said, a lot of y'all don't have that balance. Like I said, you could be making 7 figures a year. You could be making $1 million a year, right? And still not happy because you don't have no balance. All you do is work. You can overwork yourself, man. See, y'all don't understand. A lot of y'all don't understand it. A lot of y'all don't understand why you truly not happy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no love life. You're not dealing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? You by yourself. Man, get out and talk to people. You know, deal with somebody, man. You deserve love too. You deserve to be loved too. You deserve to be on the private jet too. You deserve to travel the world too. Right? You deserve a big house too, a nice car too. You deserve a real estate portfolio too. Or a digital real estate portfolio. You deserve that too. You got to do things different, guys. I'm trying to tell you. You keep doing the same old thing. Trust me, guys. When there's no balance, you're not allowing yourself, to be happy. All right, guys? Sign of self-hate. Another sign of self-hate, guys. You feel insecure around others. You feel insecure around others. You don't feel good around other people. Especially a lot of you women, when you don't have on no makeup, you know what I'm saying? And you out and about, you don't want nobody to see you and all that type of stuff. You try to rush and get groceries. You try to rush and do this. That's insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Another thing insecurity too is when you're not comfortable in your own skin. Right? That's another insecurity. Also too, another insecurity is when it comes down to you women, y'all put on all this makeup. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you women something. If you looking like the mob boys, you know what I'm saying? With all this makeup on, that's insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Your face is too powdered up. Like I said, the fallen angels taught humans makeup and all that type of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? You women gotta understand that. All right, now when it comes out of you men being insecure around other people, you mad because, let's say if you're going to the club, right? You in the club, you see this guy dancing with a girl that you want to dance with. Now you feeling insecure. Now you looking at him mean mugging him because you didn't want to step up to the plate and ask to dance with her, but he did. You being insecure, bro. You being insecure, bro. It is what it is. All right. So, and another thing about being insecure, you men, y'all insecure about other men that's working hard, right? You know you about to quit, and you see other men working harder than you. And you see you did what you only pursue something for the money, but they're not pursuing it for the money. They're pursuing it because they love it. And you see them working harder than you, and they're not giving up. And you start feeling some type of way towards them. You start being jealous of them. You start being envious of them, right? You start mocking them, right? You know what I'm saying? That's insecurities, bro. It is what it is. Either something is your purpose or it's not your purpose. All right? Don't be insecure because you about to give up on what you're doing. You finna give up on your business, your online business. But another man, he not finna give up on his online business. He love what he doing. But you doing what you doing it just for the money. Now, you making a certain amount of money, now you just about to quit and give up. But you see another guy he's just loving what he doing. He ain't giving up. Now you feeling insecure. Now you jealous of him. Now you mad at him. Right? That's insecurities, bro. That's self-hate. You hate yourself. You don't hate that man. You really hate yourself. You just trying to take your responsibilities out on him because you won't take full responsibility to truly find your purpose and do something that you genuinely love, right? So you won't give up on it. All right, guys? But it's all factual. Number seven, guys. Another sign you hate yourself. You love what's hurting you. All right? There's a lot of people out here, bro. They love what's hurting them. This is a true fact. It's a lot of people, they just love what hurt them. A lot of people, they stay in toxic relationships. You know why? Because because of self-hate. They love the drama in the relationship. They love the chaos in the relationship. They love all that type of stuff, bro. The cheating. They love going through all that. You know what I'm saying? That's self-hate. They think that's what they deserve. Right? That's self-hate. It's a lot of people out here loving. If you loving what's hurting you, that's self-hate. You gotta let it see. You gotta let that go. You gotta let it go. A lot of y'all not letting it go. Y'all complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? See, one thing I don't get when it comes to y'all females, when it comes down to y'all loving what's hurting y'all, y'all be in a relationship with a dude, he cheating on you or whatever the case is, right? You call somebody and complain about it. What you calling them for? Why you trying to put them in your situation? Why you trying to make them feel better about? Why you trying to make you feel better about what you're going through, other than you just letting go of what you don't have to go through? See, a lot of y'all women, y'all don't be making sense. But that's self-hate when you love what's hurting you. Right? All you doing is complaining about him cheating. Same for you men out here. It's a lot of men out here taking mess from women. Taking disrespect from women. Physical disrespect from women. It's a lot of men out here taking physical disrespect from women. Women hitting on them, all that type of stuff. You know, I'm not promoting violence whatsoever. I'm not promoting that at all. Okay? So I'm just saying this for YouTube. I'm not promoting violence at all. But you men gotta understand that you gotta let go of what's hurting you. A lot of people, they so used to trauma, or they so used to growing up in a household full of trauma, they think that that's how a relationship supposed to be. It's supposed to be about hurt. They think that hurt is love. They think hurting bad is love. Right? They think that somebody hurting them bad is really love. Nah, love is peace. Love is joy. Love is love. Love is God. Love is happiness. Love is understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because if that person really understood you, they'll stop doing what they're doing. But they don't, because they don't love themselves. See, and I'm going to tell you why people hurt people in relationships, right? Because they don't love themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, okay, so, and also too, the reason why people are hurting people in these relationships, and let's say if you loving somebody, right? You're not hurting them, but they hurting you. It's a reflection of their own self-hate. They don't love themselves. They hurting. The reason why they hurting you because they have self-hate in them. They feel like they don't deserve a person like you. But they hurting you because they taking their hurt out on you. But that's self-hate. Because why would you take self-hate out on somebody that's loving you? You know what I'm saying? You know, that means that you don't love yourself. That means that you feel like you don't deserve that relationship. But this how it all is, guys. Man, we gotta grow, man. We gotta grow. Like, I ain't never cheated on no female in no relationship and no type of stuff like that. I ain't trying to say I'm perfect. No, I cussed a few females out. You know, I've done that. I've done that. Now, I ain't gonna self-pin lie, right? But never cheated or nothing like that. But we gotta get together. I've been through damage too. I've been damaged too. You know what I'm saying? I got some stuff I gotta clear up myself, right? But we gotta get together, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We can do this, right? But this is a sign of self-hate. You know, a lot of people, they don't want to accept it. You know what I'm saying? You got to accept that accountability. If you want to grow, you got to hold yourself accountable, man. A lot of people, they don't want to hold themselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? I hold myself accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable, man. Come on now.